Hello, and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Holeko. Say hi, Catherine.
Hi, Terry.
Usually on this podcast, we talk about parenting issues, but once a week, Catherine and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics, because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. This week, we watched The West Wing episode 365 Days, and listened to the West Wing Weekly podcast about it. But first, our One Day at a Time watch continues with the episode The First Time, which is the 7th episode of Season 3. What did you think of the episode, Catherine?
Well, it was another week where they included the word time or day or something in the title.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the sibling one in that, you know, they have these deep conversations where particularly Penelope and Elena, and they sound, you know, pretty realistic. Like this could actually happen, but they end so well. Like
yes.
That's how I felt about the sibling ones too.
Right.
Like I can see people having these conversations, but I can't see them like wrapping it up in this nice bow like they managed to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the sitcom way.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, nicely done. I was a little thrown when they did the flashback in the middle of the episode, but I guess that were towards the end. I
didn't understand why they felt that necessary. You know, it was just, it just went back to the day before, and I didn't understand why that was why they wanted to tell the story that way. When it would have worked fine, just telling it in chronological order.
Yeah, I think so. And I didn't really feel like I needed any further story about the sneakers, But I guess it was an interesting way to do it.
Comic relief.
Yes.
The sneakers.
Yeah. I like all the stuff between Elena and Sid. Sid is very cute. I like her. Mm-hmm. And, okay. It was well done. It was enjoyable. And I can see where it would be particularly meaningful to people who haven't seen their particular stories represented. Netflix.
Right. Hello. Listen up.
Of course, it does then result in scenarios in which your child who has watched this with you and understood everything a little better than you expected say, so when lesbians have sex, what exactly do they do? And I'm like,
oh boy,
I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer this question, to be honest. I can make some guesses.
Right.
Not really sure. So, that was fun.
That was a fun thing.
The joys of watching TV together.
Right.
But, well, why shouldn't that question be asked as well as all the other ones that get raised by sitcoms?
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah. But, then we went on to, it was a somewhat more eventful episode than the episode of The West Wing, which had a lot of activity going on, a lot of people scurrying around, but didn't really push the game piece much further on the board.
No.
Except, we're gonna just do stuff. Let's just do stuff. Why don't we do stuff? I think we should do stuff. I think they should do stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to watch because as the Wikipedia summary put it, the tone is melancholy.
Yes.
It's very funny to read the Wikipedia summaries because they're almost always just one sentence, maybe two. And then you get to this one and it's like 4 times longer than all the other ones. And it has lines like, the tone of the episode is one of melancholy. Leo wanders about, seemingly aimless.
That was fairly sad, yes.
It was.
It really
was.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't necessarily seem to be sad, but it was sad watching him and all the people, while well-meaning, standing him up again and again and again.
Yeah, exactly.
But you knew he was going to pull it out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
It was it's going to be a real dichotomy from here to the end of the show between the campaign episodes, which are much more vibrant, and the White House episodes, which are pretty much melancholy from here on out.
Right. It's all lame duck.
Yes.
From here on.
Exactly.
Kind of for the cast and for the characters.
Right. So I was looking ahead on the episodes that are still to come, and it seems to be for, more often than not, kind of alternating between the two. And not a lot of integration, because there's really no way to integrate it. So that's going to be, it's like when you've had the thing on the campaign trail, that's really good and really fun and really new, but then you kind of, what are my old friends doing back at the West Wing? And then you go back there and you go, oh yeah, they're sad. What's happening on the campaign trail? Right. So, I guess it's good to have that back and forth. Because if it was just all one or the other, it would probably get odd. But well,
yeah. I mean, if it were just campaign, then it would.
Yes, it'd be a
like
different
a different show, basically.
Yeah. Although they do, they just need to drag more and more people out of the West Wing and put them on the campaign.
Yeah, because it was weird to have an episode like this one with no Josh.
Yes. Definitely.
And Donna, no Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. So. And poor Margaret is like, she still wants to take care of Leo. And yet, this is not her job.
She's torn.
Yes. And so odd to see Leo waiting to see the president from Debbie's desk instead of from his own secret door.
Right. Although then we get some good Lily Tomlin moments.
We do. That was enjoyable. Don't call her Deb.
No.
Although
it did, she said, she wouldn't tell the president not to call her that, but I feel like she totally would.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
She didn't want him to. She would just say it.
Yeah. So. Although maybe not now, because he would be napping.
It might be too late now.
Yes. It's too melancholy now. That's what she would have done in snappier days at the White House.
Right.
Now, it's just sad. Except the whole thing about Abby going to the NASCAR thing. What the heck was that? Why was that?
That was weird and silly. And
it really was. And borderline offensive in a couple of directions. So, I thought that there was going to be a there at the end, and there really wasn't. No. I couldn't remember what the payoff was, and the payoff was that there was no payoff. That's why I couldn't remember it. Exactly. But I thought that maybe Abby had risen to the occasion in an amusing way, but she really didn't.
Or if she did, we didn't see it.
Yes, no, we certainly did not. And also, I don't believe that she would be somebody to have her head turned by pictures of race car drivers. But you go, Annabeth, whatever. Yeah, every time her character pops up, I go, "Oh, that's right, she's on this show now."
Annabeth,
yes,
Kristen Chenoweth, yeah.
Yes. It's like, the character's perfectly fine, her performance is perfectly fine, but it's fairly forgettable.
Well, and also, like, at the end, when they're all saying what they want to do with their 365 days, I mean, does Leo even know her?
Yeah, I know.
Have they met? Because she showed up after he left.
Yes.
So, or after he was away recuperating. So, it's odd to me that she's in the room for something like that.
Yes, it is. It's oh yeah. What is she doing?
Who are you again?
That's right. I didn't realize that girl who was left at the end of the initial meeting they said on the podcast it was his intern. I thought, is she somebody I should recognize?
I thought
who
she
is
was
that
just
person
some
at the
staffer.
Yeah,
that maybe we didn't know about, but evidently not.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. She's going to be his new Margaret, but I don't think she's up to the task.
Yeah, but she's an intern. Margaret's
yes,
way more
that's
than
right.
An intern.
That's right. Yeah. So nobody could measure up to Margaret. She's a force.
Yeah.
An odd force, but a force nonetheless. But, well, next week we shall be back on the campaign trail with the West Wing episode King Corn. And has Vinnick and Santos both in it. So we are full steam ahead into the campaign. And also Russell, of course, who we can forget to name because we have a hunch things aren't going to go all that well for him in the end. But that scene, they mentioned it on the podcast, but that scene where Will was talking to Leo about how one of the reasons he went with Russell is because he knows the president. Leo must have seen something in him. That was kind of heartbreaking. I felt so bad for Will. Just like, oh, buddy, you got that wrong.
Yeah.
I would have wished you were maybe a little more savvy to know what was going on at that time. Oh, is that why? Oh, man. Just want to pat him on the head.
Right.
Give him a hug. A lollipop. Anyway, so that we will watch that episode, and then we will watch the 8th episode of the 3rd season of One Day at a Time called She Drives Me Crazy. And that will be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Catherine.
Bye, Terry.
Goodbye, everybody.